In the distant future, Earth was no longer the sole dominion of humanity. Across the deep reaches of the universe, an alien race known as the Star Eaters quietly approached. They were grotesque creatures, massive in size, somewhat resembling featherless turkeys, but with thousands of tentacles and worm-like teeth. Their goal was singular: to devour Earth, infect humanity, and plunge all existence into darkness and chaos. In the last underground bases, the remaining United Nations scientists racked their brains and finally devised a mad plan. Initiate the ultimate fusion project. Combine Gundam mecha technology with the soul-cooking powers of Colonel Sanders to create Earth's final guardian. The call of thunderous horns echoed through the ruins of the city as a massive silver skeleton slowly rose in a colossal steel factory. At the same time, a bolt of lightning split the sky. A white-haired but spirited old man, leaning on a fried chicken cane, slowly walked onto the launch platform. He wore a red and white classic suit, and at his waist hung a glowing, rotating bucket of fried chicken. "Grandpa is ready." Colonel Sanders flashed a confident smile, his eyes burning with fiery resolve. The Gundam mecha extended its mechanical arms, swiftly pulling him into the cockpit. Countless cables coiled around him like giant snakes, flooding data into the system's core. Fusion began. Fusion rate 120%. Colonel Sanders' soul synchronization complete. Final form: Gundam. Colonel Sanders, Conqueror mode. Gundam mech stood tall. Besides the classic antennae, it now wore a softly glowing chef's hat atop its head. A gleaming fried chicken badge adorned its chest. On its left shoulder, it carried a super fried chicken launcher, and in its right hand, a glowing energy beard sword pulsed with blue light. Far away, the sky split apart. Countless Star Eaters tore through the atmosphere, descending in an overwhelming black tide. Time to cook up the biggest fried chicken feast the universe has ever seen. Colonel Sanders, clad in his Gundam armor, raised the blazing energy beard sword and launched himself into the sky. The first wave came, the vanguard Star Eaters, mountain-sized beasts with slimy, shiny skin and green mucus dripping from their enormous jaws. Their shrill roars shook the earth itself. Humanity's armies had already been crushed. Only Gundam Colonel Sanders stood at the last line of defense. One beast charged, jaws wide open. "Bring it on!" Colonel Sanders flung his left arm forward, activating the super fried chicken launcher. Boom! Tons of blazing hot fried chicken chunks erupted like a volcano, bombarding the monster's face. Within the chicken rained ultra-high temperature energy bombs, burning out the creature's eyes into two smoking black craters. The beast shrieked and staggered back, only for more to surge forward. Without hesitation, Colonel Sanders swung the energy beard sword. A searing blue and white arc ripped through the night sky, cleaving three beasts clean in half, their putrid blood splattering the ruined cityscape. The numbers were overwhelming. Hundreds of giant beasts charged from all sides, some sprouting wings, dive-bombing from the skies. Colonel Sanders dodged and retaliated furiously, using thrusters under his feet to spin through the air. Each rotation unleashed a barrage of spicy bullets, tearing through dozens of foes. "You monsters aren't even worthy of dipping sauce," Colonel Sanders roared, accelerating into a high-speed assault. Boom, boom, boom. Each stride shattered the ground into flying rubble. A fiery red and white flash, he rampaged through the enemy horde, every sword swing sending monsters exploding into chunks. But then, a deafening rumble shook the land. On the horizon appeared a terrifying colossus, the Super Star Eater King. It dwarfed the city, over 500 meters tall, its body covered in razor-sharp black bone spikes. A shattered crown perched atop its monstrous head. Every step it took crumpled the earth like paper. Warning, warning. Enemy King Class Unit detected. Assessment: single unit cannot defeat. Panic erupted in the base. Commanders screamed for retreat, but Colonel Sanders only grinned wider, his eyes blazing with lunatic courage. I've roasted turkeys bigger than this. Rumble. The Super Star Eater King roared and swung a monstrous hand toward Colonel Sanders. At that critical moment, the Gundam's left arm shield blew open, revealing its hidden trump card. Supercritical fried chicken, turbo cannon, Earth's final secret weapon, condensed from 1,000,000 tons of energy fried chicken, capable of obliterating a small planet with one blast. Colonel Sanders shouted, "Taste the ultimate secret flavor of Earth!" Boom! The sky shattered. The supercritical fried chicken cannon fired a blinding pillar of light straight into the beast's chest. The entire city was flattened by the shockwave, monsters torn from the ground like autumn leaves. At the center of the blast, the Star Eater King's chest was blown open into a burning, smoldering crater. The colossal monster gave a final agonized howl and then collapsed, shaking the world under a mushroom cloud of dust. All around, silence. The remaining Star Eaters, seeing their king fall, let out pitiful whimpers and fled like a receding tide. Colonel Sanders, breathing heavily, stood atop the rubble with his Gundam, staring at the blood-red horizon. "Come on, you leftovers. Grandpa's not done cooking yet." He smiled, drew his blazing blue-gold energy-beard sword once more, and stepped fearlessly toward the retreating monsters.